Start with you. Focusing on what's happened and the announcement by the centre, if you look at the fact that the OMSS is no longer going to be ensuring any sales of rice, it's not a decision limited to Karnataka, is it? It's limited in the sense that no other state can now procure it. It's only for the northeast and hilly states, keeping in mind the delayed monsoon.
Akshita, good evening. I think today is extremely unfortunate that a state that requires rice to feed the needy, feed the poor, feed the people that it promised that it would provide rice for today has to struggle like this because of the stepmotherly treatment of the BJP one. Second, you may say, yes, of course, that this rule is now for everybody. But tell me, if that was the case, why did the FCI in principle on the 12th agree to provide Karnataka with the rice that it wanted? Karnataka as a state does not want a freebie from you. It is willing to pay for the rice based on the market price you are setting down. The FCI had agreed in principle, and suddenly overnight you realize that this is the play of Mr. Nadda saying if you don't vote the BJP into power, you will not have Mr. Modi's Ashirwad. This is what is happening. This is the lowest of the low where former Chief Minister Bommai today will go protest against the Congress government, say give 10 kilos of rice, while the easiest step would have been, being a Kannadiga himself, he could have asked Pradhan Mantri Modi ji that please provide my state with rice. This was the occasion for them to rise above and be bipartisan, because this is about the livelihood and the hunger and then the stomachs.
But Aiyshwarya, you look at it this way, okay? First and foremost, the FCI says that the reason we gave approval is because, yes, we have about 7 lakh metric tons of rice with us. But there was an interministerial group of meetings that were happening for the longest time, and the announcement, the communication came to us after that, which is why the U-turn happened. Now, you're saying that, this is about feeding the poor of Karnataka. If this rice is given out and doled out, even if, Karnataka is willing to pay for it, don't you think other states will then pay the price? Isn't this a natural problem?
One second, Akshita, if you want to talk about a problem of leakages and whatnot, the FCI and other warehousing and stockholding entities across the country, FCI particularly, loses anywhere from 38,000 to 1 lakh metric tons just in rot because they are holding and there is no avenue for supply at that point. If you look at the leakages in the system, if to make it far more efficient, because again, if you send out your 7 lakh metric ton or whatnot, procurement is going to be higher, which is going to help farmers inevitably if you want to make the economic argument, because procurement from the farmers is also going to be higher. It is a cyclical solution, but the BJP sees this as basically politicking and trying to pander to their sort of opposition strategy, which is harming nobody else except Kannadigas. And the BJP also needs to realize in Karnataka that they represent us and they're allowing the poorest of the poor to go hungry, and that is shameful.
Let's get the BJP's responder on this. Anand Gurumurthy, what do you have to say about this? The Congress is saying that this is nothing but vendetta politics, that you are ensuring that you put a block essentially on all of the freebie policies, on the poll guarantees that the Siddaramaiah government had assured to the people.
See, on day one, Mr. Siddaramaiah took the big number, 7 lakh metric tons, and every congressman is just, like a parrot telling the same number, 7 lakh metric tons. If you just divide that number, okay, 1 ton feeds about 1,500 people for a day. We all have marriages at home, so 1,500, 2,000 people attend a marriage. That takes 1 ton of rice. And if you, do the mathematics for 7 lakh metric ton, it will be 1 day's rice for the entire country of 140 crore people. Now, just do the mathematics, Aiyshwarya. Don't, sit and do the mathematics there, and you will find out, because you are also equally intelligent.
It is about necessity, Anand. This is not about feeding everybody in the country.
1 minute. Did I disturb you?
Okay, let him finish. Aiyshwarya, I'll give you a chance to respond. Let him finish, please.
I'll answer you.
I'll give you a chance to respond. Let him finish.
Then, if you calculate the entire, stock that FCI keeps, Food Corporation of India keeps, why do they keep that stock? India has learned from history, from 1965, when we went with a begging bowl to United States of America to give us wheat. From then, if you see, India has improved its share of, crop growing and then storing. Our storage capacity has increased. And today we are at a point where whenever there's a fiscal deficit of food, I'm not talking about the financial fiscal deficit, whenever there's a fiscal deficit of food, we have enough forex to go and buy some food from outside.
Sure.
If there is a drought, we are able to manage this because of the stocks that we keep.
But did we just realize, Anand Gurumurthy, did we realize in a matter of 24 hours that there is a problem? Did we realize between June 12th and June 13th that look, we can't afford to pay any of this?
This is something which everybody has to understand. This is the food security of this country. And Congress is playing politics by, giving emotional statements. Let them show the, people what they have been doing with all these guarantees. Number one, the transport system of our state is failing today. They are creating a disruption there. Number two, the electricity system of our state will be failing in the coming days because they are trying to create a disruption there. Then the food security of our state, and next they want to spoil the food security of
No,
this
but
country.
answer my question, no? Anand Gurmurthy, answer my question,
before
please.
Other countries, okay? This is what the Congress is doing. From history, we see that Congress has been doing this.